Hi guys, it's LJ. So I just want to give a quick introduction and talk about some of the content that I'm going to be sharing on this channel moving forward, a little bit about who I am if you haven't seen my previous videos, and kind of the information that will be going forward. So if you're interested in all that, stick around. Okay, so a little bit about me. I'm going to try to, number one, look at the camera and not myself. But anyway, first, a little bit about who I am. I am a mom to a great 10-year-old daughter. I am a full-time employee here at a university. And I'm a friend, I'm a daughter, all those things. And so I just recently kind of gotten into, and I'm just getting comfortable. I just recently got into really wanting to focus on a good way to plan my life. So one, if you see me looking down at things, I'm looking at my notes, because if I don't, this video will go super long and I don't want that to happen. So I really wanted to start posting content about all things stationery, because I have loved stationery since like forever, as long as I can remember. I was a girl who collected crayons, markers, all of those things. I've always had a pen collection. I've always just loved stickers and just everything. But I am not artistic. I can't draw. It is hard for me to draw a straight line without a ruler, and even then it gets a little crooked sometimes. But I've just always loved it. So that's one piece. The other piece is that in my adult life, I have learned and been diagnosed with ADHD. And so with that, I've been able to work through it for the most part, but over the last few years, I've just had a lot of life changes. Nothing bad, but like my daughter does cheer. I have a job where I'm now traveling a lot. There's just a lot of moving pieces, and so it has really made me need to figure out a way to plan my life. And in a video, another video, I will go through all the planning systems I have done. That's not what this is about. But I found a system I think really works. It's something I enjoy doing. It allows me to tap into all the things that I like to do, and like in my mind feel like I can do, but actually make it look nice. And so that's kind of why I talked about loving stationery and wanting, I used to always want to draw and everything, but I just can't. But I did find a system that works for me, and I just really want to share that with everyone, because it makes me so excited that I found something that truly works and has helped so much with not only just planning out my life, but helps reduce anxiety, helps me feel like I can complete it, and all of those things. I also decided to start just talking about planners and just life in more of the planner community type way, because to be honest, I just don't see a lot of brown girls. I mean, I see them, don't get me wrong, but it's just not a whole lot of them. And so I wanted people to see me and other women that look like me to see me, and just to be like, okay, cool. We plan, we got planners, we're in this thing too, right? Also too, I think, I just wanted to do this because I feel like I'm the type of person that I love doing this and everything, but like I can't draw, and my spreads are not always going to be pretty, and I don't have I'm in my dining room right now, but this is life. And I think that being able to show people that you can set up good planners that can be nice and pretty, but like it doesn't have to take me an hour to do it, and those things. So I'm really excited about doing that and about sharing. And also it's a place for me to express my creativity in a way that I feel like I can succeed at it. And like I said, I love it. And so I've been getting into washi tapes and stamps and things like that. And so those allow me to express my creativity in a way that I can versus drawing, right? I'm getting off already. So I'm going to show a quick flip through of kind of my planner I'm using now, and kind of what I want to do going forward. I discovered, so I'll just start with a little bit. So I discovered a traveler's notebook, and it has literally changed a lot about, I don't want to be like, oh my god, it's changed my life, but it's changed a lot about how I go about my daily routine. It's changed a lot about me taking the time to plan something out. And so in just a few minutes, I am going to do a quick a flip through of my, I'm gonna just show y'all real quick. I'm not gonna rearrange my camera and things just because I'm not gonna do that. But I am gonna show y'all kind of, I'll hold it up and show you just a quick flip through of my traveler's notebook. In the next video, I will switch the camera and do a more in-depth overview. But I wanted to share my planner because I love it so much that I'm like, I want everyone to be able to enjoy it. And the first thing I discovered when I discovered traveler's notebooks is that they were expensive. And being the person that I am, having ADHD, and I mean, when I show y'all all my planners, you're gonna be like, girl, knowing that I've tried several planners and I just can never stick to one, I did not want to invest so much money into a system that I didn't know if it was going to work. And so I searched and figured out how to make one myself. And so I want to be able to provide these for other people who just want to try it out. And you know, if you find out that it works for you and you fall in love, you can splurge and then reward yourself with those more expensive planners. I still have yet to get one. I'm still loving the one that I made for me to use, and so that's what I use. So I'm gonna show it to you right here. So this is my traveler's notebook that I made. It actually has some work emails in it, and that's what's sticking out. You know, working from home. So this is the traveler's notebook that I made. It has some faux leather on the inside, and it just has this really pretty craft paper on the outside. And in it, I have some inserts that I've created. A folder. And so these inserts I bought from Amazon. But I do want to create inserts so that way when you buy one of my notebook covers, you at least get 1 or 2 inserts. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do 1 or 2. Probably 2 inserts with this. So that way when you purchase this, you're ready to go. Bit about what a traveler's notebook system is. That way if you are interested in purchasing, you kind of know what you're getting yourself into. So this is why I say you're probably going to get 2 inserts, because the 2 things that I use the most are my months and my weeks. Because this is the planner part of my traveler's notebook. So traveler's notebook is just a cover. This is a cover I just made. It's just faux leather. I didn't even put any special things on it. And it has these elastics on the inside. As you can see, I haven't even cut the elastics yet. These elastics on the inside. These elastics are what your books slide into. What you put in a traveler's notebook are your inserts. And so these are the inserts that I started out with. Welcome to the world of a person with ADHD. Anyway, so the months and the weeks. So the reason why I think these 2 are the most important, because these are the planner part, right? This is where you plan out your thing. And I really like to keep these things separate, because the cool thing about these in the inserts is they typically come, find a blank page. I got it dotted. They typically come just blank. It's just blank dots, right? And so you create your layout. Now that can sound super intimidating and super time consuming to someone, and let me tell you, it's not. If it was time consuming, I would not do it. I would not stick to it. And so we'll talk a lot more in another video about me drawing it out, but like I just drew out. So this is like how I plan. I draw out my month, right, on 2 pages. I have my goals and my gratitude for the month. And then I set trackers, habit trackers, and I track some personal things, which like I said, we'll go over again in another video. But that's what I track. That's how I do it. You can always do, you can set up your month and that's just it. Month to month to month to month to month. But it allows you to have that flexibility. If I turn around, I pretty much like the way this is set up, so I'm going to keep it. But if I didn't want to, and to save myself time, I just went ahead and did all the months. So like the rest of the year, I don't have to sit down and write this month out again. I saved my pages, and here's my next month. I like doing that because I can future plan in this. And so I know their dates. I already know. Like I already know my daughter has a cheer competition on this date. I wrote it in. So it's already there. I can already flip through and see what's happening. I do still write the stuff in my phone because I need alarms to remember to do them. But writing them down helps me so much. These things. So this is my monthly planner. It's not super long. Weekly, this is what we got going on. I don't write that out weeks in advance just because I don't want to. But it's literally, what, 6 lines? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lines. And I'm done with my weekly plan layout. And you can, I stamped it, but you can write the dates in and be done. So I have my days of the week, Monday through Sunday. I write down any tasks that are just general or whatever notes for that week. I write down events that are happening and tasks that I need to get done on specific days over here. And yeah, that's my week. And then I move on to the next week. And I don't have to worry about having to draw a whole lot because I use a lot of washi tape and stickers. This literally took me maybe 5-10 minutes, and it's pretty, and I want to open it. And you know what? Next week, if I want to do butterflies, I can, because it's just a blank surface again. And I went ahead and wrote out next week, but the rest of this book is empty because it takes 2 seconds to sit down, draw out these lines. Like I said, I stamped it, but you can write it and then you're done. And if I decide, you know what, I need more than 1 page for a week, you got it. This system allows me in the mid whatever, I can change it out and change up my layout. There's so many different layouts and spreads on the internet that if you're like, you know what, this doesn't work out for me, I need my days blocked out, you can do that. Draw them up real quick and then you're ready to go. But if next week you want to change it up, it gives you that flexibility to do it. You don't have to buy a whole nother planner. Probably one of the last things I'm going to say about this is that the other reason why I decided to do a traveler's notebook is because I like my future planning in my months, but this obviously is not going to keep all the weeks for the year. So when this is done, I can get rid of this one, add a new insert, but I still have this. Or like I said, if I decide I want to change something about this one, I can, and I still have my months. I can keep this the whole year, but I can change this out. I love to change things. I don't like things being the same, and so it gives me that flexibility to do that. And that's what I love. In the next video, we'll talk more about how I my evolution of discovering traveler's notebooks, what I used before, because honestly at the beginning of March I used something completely different, and the rest of the March I decided, you know what, I'm gonna switch over to this, and I've been loving it. And so we'll get a more in-depth view of the inserts that I use currently, kind of how I'm actually kind of probably gonna work in 2 traveler's notebooks. And so we'll talk about how those are, what I'm using for those. And yeah. So if you're ready and want to go on this journey with me, I definitely encourage y'all to do it. We're going to be doing hauls. We're going to be doing playing with me sessions where I just chat and y'all playing with me. We'll be doing, like I said, various hauls, various play with me sessions, decorating my TNs, probably a little bit of making TNs. That's a traveler's notebook. Testing out like pen reviews and things like that. And I am super excited to do it. So I am going to go. I will put my IG in the description box below. Please follow me there. I will be posting pics of just my TNs and my spreads and things like that. I'm not going to tell you that I'm trying to gain 100,000 followers. I just want to share this with people. And so if I gain 1, I'm cool with that too. So yeah, until next time, I will see y'all later. Bye.